Hello and welcome back to Sherwood Park Toyota. Today we're looking at a Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro in the color Terra. Let's take a look. Starting up front here underneath the hood, we have the gas component of the hybrid energy system. It is the iForce Max turbocharged 2.4-liter four-cylinder engine, automatic transmission, gets up to 326 horsepower, 465 pound-foot of torque, towing capacity up to 6,404 pounds, payload up to 1,631. Up front, you've got LED headlights, custom daytime running lights, fog lights down below. You'll also notice that we have the TRD front light bar up front. It is not currently turned on, but it is right underneath that front logo. And underneath that is your front-facing camera. Across your front grille, you'll also find these little round nodules. These guys are your front parking sensors. It's also worth mentioning that it is the Rigid Industries fog lights. Down below, you'll also find the TRD skid plate. A little hard to get down that low enough to see it, but you can see it in some pictures we have online. Onto the side here, got 18-inch black alloy TRD wheels. You also have the shock absorbers there. Then Predator steps installed on this unit on either side of your hood. You'll also find the TRD Pro badge. Side mirrors have integrated turn signals, blind spot monitoring, and additional cameras on the side there, which contribute to the surround view camera effect. On both of your front handles, you have this little dimple. We'll talk about that guy a little bit more, though, on the driver's side. Moving back, all your rear windows come with factory tinting. In the back here, we currently have the bed lamps turned on. These can be turned off or work automatically with opening and closing of doors. There's also a couple of little cameras underneath that. We'll talk about that function when we get up front. You'll also find that the little middle section of your rear windshield is inset. That is also power adjustable, and we'll also talk about that when we get all the way up front. Across the back of the bed of this unit, we do have a hard tonneau cover installed. Then on the back here, a few things to go over. First, you have the red recovery hooks. You can see protruding on either side. Just like the front, you have the backup parking sensors going the whole way across the back. Looking straight through, you can find that your spare is mounted underneath. Hitch receiver down below, and TRD Pro logo across the back, iForce Max badge on the right-hand side, and on your rear handle is the backup camera. You got a few different ways to open up the tailgate. With the hybrid units, it does have the power adjustable tailgate. So one is to go in and press the button underneath of the handle here. Another one is to press the buttons on either side of the tail light. So on either side, you'll find one of these little buttons. Give that a press, and you'll find it will automatically open up for you. Across the back, again, we got a Tacoma logo there. You can take a look along the inside of the bed. As we said, we have the interior lighting here. There's also D-ring hooks. You have the bed rails, which of course are installed. On the right-hand side, you have an additional little power outlet and storage space. And then on the left-hand side, we have a couple of additional little features inside of here. If you want to learn more about what is going on inside of here, we do have a video covering this in full depth. So to close up the back here, similar to opening it up, you can press the button on either side to do so. Give it a press, it'll flash, and up it goes again. Next, let's go take a look at the inside. So inside here, your interior upholstery is the black Softex leatherette with red and black stitching. From the side, it appears solid, but if you look at it head on, you'll find this camel print that emerges. This is only available with certain trim levels. Then, if you look up top, next to your middle or passenger headrest, you'll find this little fabric strap. Reach up and release this guy. Then you can access all of the storage space in behind your seats. You have your toolkit back there for your spare, as well as having the JBL speaker sound system. One of them is located right behind the driver's side passenger seat in the back, of course, here, and the rest of them are all throughout the unit. Premium system is, of course, installed with this trim. Now, looking forward, you may have noticed something very interesting. This is the isodynamic performance seats. This comes only with the TRD Pro. The point of this is that it gives you adjustments for both the vertical and horizontal movements of your seat. So when you are taking it off-road, instead of having yourself moving around with the rigidity of the seats, you can personally adjust these to be at whatever level suits you best. You can even leave little markers so that you can always remember where it was. And then it's easy to reset it back to its normal static seat status. In the middle, in between, on the back of the console, you have your cup holder spaces and chargers down below. And currently we have the TRD Pro rubber mats installed in this unit. All the units come with both carpeted and rubber sets. Inside your door, you have your storage spaces, as well as your power window control. Back again to this little dimple. This guy indicates keyless entry, so if you have the key fob on your person, you can tap your hand here or in here to lock or unlock your unit. Inside the driver's door, you've got that TRD Pro logo here. You've got this beautiful grip going on in all of the Tacomas. Lots of storage space. Up top, power windows are for front and back, window lock, power lock system, side mirror controls. Then inside here, we have power adjustable seating, back, front, up, down, and your lumbar support. Then you have your hood release latch on the bottom left-hand corner of your dash. Top of that, controls for the rear bed lamps and that TRD light bar that we saw up top. We have the 1, 2, and 3 aux adapters. We have videos covering this, but it basically means that if you have any additional accessories you want to install, this gives you easy access and use to them. Then you have your automatic headlamps, traction control, AC 120 volts. This is an additional way for you to raise and lower your tailgate. Up top, headlamp leveling, dash brightness, and gas release. We also have this little Easter egg on the side if you want to learn about this guy. Once again, we've got videos covering what that guy is. Hop up here and we'll take a closer look at the steering wheel. So it is black leather with black stitching. You'll notice the TRD accent on the top as well as on the bottom, which matches with the gear shift. On the steering wheel itself, left-hand side here, controls there for your dash display, hands-free communication and volume control. Right-hand side, radio controls in the bottom, adaptive cruise control up top, which includes both sonar and lane departure. Straight ahead on top of your dash, you'll find this little cutout here, and if you look forward, you'll find a couple of metrics being displayed. This is your heads-up display. Nice thing about this is it allows you to keep an eye on some of your pertinent information without taking your eyes on and off the road to do so. Some of this information includes your speedometer and compass. To the right, we have this taken out at the moment, but if you're familiar with the new Tacomas, you are probably anticipating this is in fact the JBL speaker. It is portable, so as you can see, it is not currently installed. This is just taken out when we have it in the showroom just for safekeeping. But to get it out, you just press that little arrow button, it pops out. Nice thing is, if you and another buddy have these JBL speakers, you can stick them up together, take them out, have a little tailgate party, and lots of uses. When it's installed, it works with the rest of the JBL speaker sound system. In the middle here, push start ignition. In the middle of itself is your infotainment display screen. This is where you go to access much of the information about your daily driving experience. Currently, you're looking at the optional navigation. You can choose to connect that through Toyota Connected Services. Then you have your audio listening, AM, FM, satellite radio, full Bluetooth connectivity, includes Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and you've got optional USB adapters throughout. Then phone connectivity for connecting your personal device to the vehicle via Bluetooth, trip information, and lastly, all of your other settings. Everything from personal profile, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, display, sound media, vehicle customizing, dealer info, app security, etc. Underneath, this is your volume control, then climate control right in the center. Dual climate control up front here. This means that driver and front passenger can have their own unique temperatures, or if you turn on the sync, they will then work together in unison. Either side also has 3 variant levels for heated and cooled seats, blue for cool, red for heat, driver, front passenger, defroster front and rear windshield, as well as side mirrors on the right-hand side. To the right of that is your four-ways. To the left of that is your heated steering wheel control. On top of there, you have trailer brake controls, which are located both here and then down below here as well. Then we have that red TRD gear shift, as we pointed out earlier, matches with the steering wheel. Parking brakes, you have your 2-wheel 4 high and 4 low controls, driving versus towing mode, MTS, and downhill/crawl. Then you have surround view cameras. So if you give that a press, you'll find that your infotainment turns to this full surround view look at the vehicle. I have the driver's door open, so it's a little bit distorted at the moment, but it does give you a full look. You can also change your perspective if you want to get higher or lower from the vehicle at any point in time. You can even choose to pause it if you're trying to take a longer look at what's going on. Further customizing through this little right-hand corner icon. To get rid of this, you can either press that same button once again, or press the X on the top left-hand corner. Next to that, you've got your rear diff lock and your stabilizing bar. Then you have up front this black pad. This is a wireless charging pad, compatible with all wireless charging devices. Nice thing is it's got little bumpers on the sides and bottom, ensuring your phone's not going to fly around in there too much when you're actually out on the road. Never again do you have to worry about having charging cords on you at all times, and you still have a clear line of sight to it for any notifications coming in and out. Plenty of additional storage space all around here, so it's not taking up a bunch of valuable space. Additional chargers and adapters are on the right-hand side. You have this grip bar, just like the ones you find inside the door. Then you even have this little hook right here, which is perfect for if you have anything that you'd like to keep handy, such as a purse or reusable bags, so they don't end up on the floor of your passenger side. They're nice and stable. Behind this, cup holder spaces, and then you have your console space. Opens up inside, plenty of room down inside there. On the right-hand side, you've got a lockable glove box. We have this black leatherette and red stitching just like your seats. Up top, you have the 3D Toyota logo. and you have this storage space runs the whole way across the dash. Up overhead on your rearview mirror, 1, 2, and 3 dots are garage door openers. Then, got a normal reflective rearview mirror here until you flip the switch. Now this utilizes those two cameras we pointed out near the top when we were looking at the rear bed lamps. Nice thing about this feature is if you have anything inside of your cab space, be it people or cargo that are either moving around and being a distraction or are fully blocking your view, you can just flip the switch and never have to worry about being distracted again. On top of that, you've got your sunglasses compartment, SOS button, overhead lighting controls there for your moonroof, and lastly, on the left-hand corner is the adjustments for your power adjustable section of the rear windshield. You can take a look at it in action. Press the button in to have it roll down, or roll over rather. Pull the button towards yourself to have it roll closed. You can stop it at any point along the way to suit your personal preference. Great little feature for letting extra airflow inside your front cab space. Thanks again, folks, for joining us on this full video tour for this Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro in the color Terra. It is located here at Sherwood Park Toyota at 31 Automall Road in Sherwood Park, Alberta. You can also reach us at 780-306-7703. And remember, life is full of choices. Let us be yours.